Hey everybody, welcome back to Our Work World episode 6. I'm Jim, that's Mark. Oh, there's Kayla.
6.
Hello, everyone. Are we on 6?
I feel like we had this fight on the last one too, because
We
I'm
could be
lost.
we could be on like 12, but I don't think anybody really knows.
No, because half of them don't get aired because of stupid
Well,
shit.
we have to cut it all out. Yeah, by that.
Damn.
Some are really boring, so we have to cut some stuff out.
Right, so I think-
but we're not going to be that today, are we?
No,
So-
we're going to have fun today.
Absolutely. So, Jim, tell me about your week. What'd you do? I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. What'd you do?
I did something. What did I do?
You worked.
I worked?
Oh, come on.
No, I always know. No, but I did something. I don't remember.
Oh my god.
I
Okay,
suck.
you ponder.
It wasn't.
Yeah, I know. I mean, what I mean.
It wasn't that fun, obviously.
Well, the dementia set in. and
Didn't
you're
you go to like
52.
a football game?
Oh yeah, I went high school football game.
There. Cool.
My friend's kid Seth.
Oh, cool.
They didn't do too well, but it was always fun to watch high school football. I enjoy high school football because no one's playing for contracts or endorsements; they're playing to win, and I think
fun.
that's enjoyable.
High school football's cool.
And then we went to the pool party.
Oh, that's right. We did have
Yeah,
a pool
that's
party.
my excitement.
About that. Well, that's great. So
All right.
fantastic. Well, give us a little applause for that.
Oh my god, already?
Yeah, we're
with
already-
No, we can't do this applause. I got to unlock my
We're
phone.
introducing a new applause, guys. So just put it, and we'll be spared.
It's not even yet. That's not applause. That's children cheering. That makes it
We
sound
like it.
creepy. I like going to high school football games because.
Yay!
All right, good point, Kayla.
God.
Plus, I have to unlock my phone and everything, so we're not going to do that.
Oh, we're
right.
going with applause sometime tonight. Well, anyways, okay. So
What do you got? What'd you do?
my wife drugged me to Duran Duran.
What
Oh,
did she
my
use?
God.
Does this rag smell like chloroform?
Yeah, pretty much. She buys them. That's on her. And I'm 70% of the. They're all 50 and older women in the place. I mean, if I was single at 50, I could have get laid like 22 times over, man. It would have been that easy. But mostly, I don't know how I got reeled in because most of these chicks were going alone. I want to know how they left their husbands at home and how I got freaking roped in.
How they let?
I was like, it was like, so we walk in, I told you about when we went to go see Prince, but I didn't tell you this story. So there's this couple, 4 people, they're couples, and they're all walking towards the Chandler Center of the Arts where this Prince, wannabe band is or whatever. So as soon as they get to where it's going to go straight, the 2 guys veer off to go to the bar, and the wives, they say goodbye, and I start walking towards the guys, go, take me with you, and they start laughing. But that's how I felt at Duran Duran. There were some guys in there that, I mean, they put out there, we all know their songs, Rio and freaking
Yeah, that's
Ordinary World.
You get a
and-
band that you don't. I don't want to even say I don't like them. They're just not. They're Duran Duran, but you know every single song.
Yeah, it is, but they were pretty popular. And if you're 63 years old and still doing what you want to do in life, hey,
Yeah,
who
why
do I have
not?
to judge you? And
Why
then
not?
went to the debacle of the Cardinal game on Sunday. So that is it. Hey, get that smile off your face. Or can we fire her? Because I think we can.
Debacle.
Kayla, would you
joke.
like to weigh in on the Cardinal game?
Did I even watch it? I walked away at some point because I think it was like the second touchdown, and I was like, I'm done. I've seen enough.
No,
I never leave early, and we left at 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. So
Yeah,
Wow.
you stuck around for more than you usually do, but well,
yeah, we're not talking sports. But anyways, that was my weekend.
Wait. I'm just wondering maybe if he would have saw those at least 3 plays, if he would have saw the receivers that were open.
There
if
was
that would've
nothing,
been
dude. He
different.
had no time. That had nothing to do with him. Go to the games and watch. This whole offensive line.
I
broke
don't
down.
know.
But that's
Twitter
a-
told me differently.
No. Yeah. Did he call you specifically? No.
No, absolutely not. I saw some tweet about some football coach saying if he would have done X, Y, and Z, he could have done this and that.
Everyone's a head coach, and everybody. Knows
If he
what's
could have
going on.
seen over the line, he would have saw that they were open at least 3 times.
Anyways, Kayla, what did you do this weekend? What was your exciting weekend
I didn't
about?
do anything this weekend. I thought I got roped into going back to San Francisco.
Oh, you didn't have to go, huh?
No, thankfully.
Nice. Good.
It
I know that was a big deal. So
I was supposed to go not next week, but the week after. No one else volunteered, so I was like, fine, I will do it again. But thankfully, like 2 days later, they're like, yeah, that's not going to happen. I was
Nice.
like, damn straight it's not.
good.
Awesome. Already
job.
didn't say they were sending him down here or something?
Yeah, ultimately, they're going to bring all of the people from over there so we can train them so that they can figure it out.
So, do you have anything in the future planned, like what you're looking forward to or anything?
This month, no. Well, we're supposed to go get a boat next week, I think.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't know
Cool.
if that's still happening.
It's a
or not.
perfect time now.
Am I included in that?
I don't know. You're supposed to talk to Jamie.
Oh, alrighty.
So we might do that, but then we have PBR in like 2 weeks. And then I guess we're going to go to the state fair and see
Oh, that's
bull
right. The
riding
state
there.
fair opens. If you're in Arizona, can't miss the state fair where everybody gets shot for free.
Jesus.
I thought
Thanks.
that's their new motto. Didn't you hear that? Dun, 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 the state fair. Get out! that's the state fair.
I hate it here.
No, you
But
actually
you guys will have fun winning that teddy bear. You'll have a great time.
you actually can miss the state fair because if you blink, you drive right past it. I've never been impressed with our state fair.
Yeah, I mean,
It's in the parking lot of the Coliseum.
Nelly's coming this year. There's some good country acts coming.
I didn't see any of the concerts. Normally I do the concerts.
Just pull up on your phone, Arizona State Fair. I know everybody's really interested. If you're listening in Kazakhstan right now, come to the Arizona State Fair, and you can see probably Nelly or something like that. Okay,
He was here last year, wasn't he?
I haven't
Didn't he
been.
just get indicted on child pornography?
I don't know.
Oh, no, R. Kelly.
I had to go. I had to go
my
see
bad.
Rick Springfield during last year's.
I don't know. He has a radio show on Sirius XM, and he's kind of funny, kind of lame, but kind of funny.
He's that 80's dude. He's the 80's nerd who could sing and was popular and good looking.
Yeah.
Pissed me off, man. Yeah, Holly would still do him today. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because he's one of those guys that even...
He can literally call Holly a different name and she wouldn't care.
He's like Clooney, though. The older he gets, he's still hot.
Yeah, and
asshole.
but his wife is, dear Lord Almighty, it's freaking great. I do. So to anybody we know, before we move on.
They're doing a Van Halen tribute band.
Wait, well, hey,
Whoa.
again, if you're in Kazakhstan and you're thinking of planning a vacation, come to Arizona
Now's
to see
the
the
time to
country.
Tribute
come.
band to AC/DC.
That's all they're doing now is tribute bands at the.
It's the Arizona State Fair. Who else?
I know,
who
but
the
they
hell's going
usually
to
have
come?
some people.
Tribute to Bruno Mars.
Those are like the during the week Tuesdays at 5:00, right?
My brain saw this. It says the singing DJ George Johnson. For some reason, I thought it said O.J. Simpson.
The singing DJ, O.J. Simpson. That's what he's doing now. I swear that's O.J. up there.
I was very concerned.
Did he get out?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's always been.
And he's
out.
hanging out with Bill Cosby. They're having a good old time right now.
Oh, hey, your tribute band's coming back.
Which one?
To Prince.
Oh, can't wait. Don't tell Holly.
When
please.
doves cry.
Don't
Hey,
tell
Holly, if
Yeah.
you're listening.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Well, speaking of Prince, we now have another person who is formerly known as Prince. King Charles III has
Yes,
taken over.
we do. Our
Due to
weird fascination with inbreeding continues in this country. I don't. Listen. I respect the Queen and the King and their institution, but you know what they did in the 15 and 1600s? They inbred and they did all this stuff.
Oh.
And that stuff would never work here in the States. There is no. I don't understand America's fascination with the King and the Queen, because if you brought that here, there's no way they would. That's what I don't understand about it. Why we're as Americans so infatuated with it, when if it was here, we'd be like,
Okay, it is not the same family who's been the royalty of England forever. Okay, it's been different things. But my question is, do you think they're even still needed?
no. And that's what I was going to ask Kayla's point of view, because they just did a survey, and they said like the majestic part of it and everything is kind of losing its luster now. And now Queen Elizabeth was the last one that was keeping this all together, and nobody really cares about Charles. But they're going to have to bring some drama and bring Harry back and bring Meghan, and I think to get drum up some interest.
I have no idea. I literally thought King Charles was her husband. And I had to read the article 2 times to see that was.
So okay, so that was our point exactly right now. Jim.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, though. England has been a parliamentary government since 1680. The monarchy is just a figurehead.
Right. See, and this is how Holly puts it. Holly is like, I would love to have something over the course of your country that you always know is going to be there, and a calming force. And okay, I understand that, but it would never work in this country.
Well,
ever.
I mean, the king, queen, whichever, still has the power to declare war and things like that. But if the King Charles says, "Fuck America, let's go get them. We want our country back. You know, they're our colony." Parliament's going to fight them, and this all happened. I think it was King Edward who
it's more just to spread good for the country, I think.
It's a figurehead. It's a figurehead for the country. But what I like about it, though, is that the Queen has served her country, whereas the president runs it. The Queen serves it, and she does all the fancy shit.
So you have no interest in the King or the Queen?
No, not at all.
And
I
that's-
couldn't tell you anything about
What
them.
about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle and Harry? I mean, right?
I don't. I don't know who Meghan Markle. I know of her. I know she's like. I'm not even gonna say what I want to say because
Go ahead.
No.
No, the way that they make it seem is she's trash because she was not born into this family. She's an American and blah blah blah. And so the
I
fact
agree
that
with
she's
that.
there, she's not good enough. That's the only thing I know. And even then, I don't care about that.
Yeah. Well, I think the point is, Queen Elizabeth was queen for 70 years, since 1952. So we all grew up with it. But as the boomers and the Gen Xers die off, Generation Y and on, they don't care. They just don't care. And I think and King Charles has already he's already insinuated that the monarchy will be shrunk. And they're not going to spend as much money on, he's going to open up Buckingham Palace. He's going to stay in his house. And they're going to open up
Are
Buckingham
they going to
Palace.
make it a VRBO or?
No, seriously. You can rent rooms there. You can have weddings there and shit like that. That's the last I heard of it. Might change next week or whatever. But
Is he gonna make it like the Frozen sequence when they open the gates for the first time?
yeah, they're going to open the palace up to the people again
Palace to the people.
because they're spending
For the
all this
first time
money
in
keeping.
forever.
They're spending
The
all this
palace is going to
country's
the
money keeping the thing going. That Charles is like, no, we don't need that.
All right. Well,
That
that was
makes
my
sense,
take on the
kinda.
Queen. I mean, that's about the only everything was dominated by that all week. And she's having like 19 funerals. They're flying her all over the place and everything else. She's still somewhere. I think she's at Buckingham Palace now or wherever. isn't
Yeah,
she? Or
they
lays
just-
in state.
They
There's
did.
like a million people.
No,
It's 5 miles long to see her.
they took her from Buckingham Palace, Westminster Abbey today, and there's a 24-hour line.
How do you keep that thing in bomb for that long without putting it in the ground?
She's in an airtight coffin.
That's what I was
covered with a
thinking,
flag.
too.
She's in a box.
Well,
Queen in a box.
She might not even be in there.
First thing is, get a box.
You can get Queen Elizabeth in a box. Order now, $29.95.
Okay, we're being
Queen Elizabeth,
disrespectful.
so-
She was a
She was a
great lady.
very good woman. I'll give you
the
that,
one
but,
thing the one thing that I liked about the Queen is when she did that commercial for the London Olympics, and Daniel Craig as James Bond in character walks in, and he's like standing there, she's ignoring him, and he's like. A couple more seconds go by, she turns around. Oh, hello, Mr. Bond. And they get up and they walk out and they get in this helicopter, and it's all showcasing London. And then all of a sudden, you see Daniel Craig's face sitting in the side of this helicopter, and the Queen jumps out with her parachute, and he's like, jumps out after her because he's supposed to be her protector. I thought it was funny. The fact that she did that
I
commercial.
don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh, look up 2012 Super Bowl commercial with the Queen.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's
tell you.
great.
She had a sense of humor. I think she had a sense of humor. You don't see
I
that
know
much
nothing
in
about that woman.
royalties.
So we're changing. We are up to 250 downloads. Everybody. Hey, give me.
Wait,
We have no. We gotta have
Well, I
something
gotta
there.
get
Come
the
on.
200.
Like we got it. This is big. So we've hit the 250 mark. Luckily, they don't count subtractions. Yeah.
Yeah, we got the kids.
So
Kids from
anyway,
the high school game.
so we want to thank everybody out there for the 250 downloads, and I mean, appreciate it. Tell 250 more people, please. We'd really appreciate it. But thank you.
Get to 500.
So we're trying to get. So Miss Kayla is very popular with her Country Thunder and everything that she has for her Twitter followers and her handles, and she will not share this yet with them, but she did just recently. So I'm going to let her take over here. So
All right, y'all. So I finally caved and I put it on my Instagram.
it is our warped word.
It is. No, I took a screenshot or video recorded our conversation where we talked about bucket lists, where I want to go to all the Country Thunders. Didn't do well.
How did what'd you say? We got 3.
No, it didn't do well. The video itself only is sitting at 252 views, which I mean isn't that bad, but I mean
You had 252 views off one video, and we've got that total download for the last 5 episodes.
So screw you.
I think it's doing okay. By our Warp World standards, it is doing okay.
I was gonna say
I
for
mean,
this
you have to
podcast
understand,
standards, fine.
This
That
is
was
average.
great.
This is us. Okay. So
And
this
I'm
is-
above here with my Instagram.
Yeah. pissing me off.
So, but I will say, we got 8 likes on it.
8. Oh, I heard I owe $40. Holly said she was that there was 8 people who voted.
Oh, was there?
So we have to check on that because
No
she
one's
goes,
really
you,
said anything on
Yeah,
Facebook
no one's
lately.
kind of.
and I'm not reminding anybody. Again, if you were born on a Tuesday with it,
No one's gone to our Facebook page at Our Work World.
you don't have to raise your hand.
Oh, okay.
We recognize Kayla. Go ahead, Kayla. You have a question?
Thank you. One of those 8 likes though was Country Thunder themselves,
Look at that.
and they commented on it. So
Oh, and what did they say?
That was the worst show I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, no, they were like, please stop using our name on your shitty podcast.
There are pictures of you at the gate. You will not be allowed in.
So we got a yes. What does that mean?
Just like, yes.
That she wants to go to all the country towns.
Well, then it should say yes with 4 or 5 S's.
I mean, it was 2 S's. Oh, I just liked my own video.
Oh, that doesn't
We got
count.
9! Woo!
It was a giant yes with hands raised and 2 exclamation points.
Ooh, 2. If it's 2.
They went to
1,
the-
I would have been like, nah.
They
But
went
you
to
put
the
2.
extra effort to put that extra one.
Well, that little
We're
the
doing something
19-year-old intern that is getting paid.
I was going to say, shout out to Megan. She's my girl.
I'm going to apologize right now for the sound of this. I'm trying to keep my nose off the air and keep Mark from bleeding into everyone else's microphones.
Did you get that, Kayla? The sound of mucus?
And I keep adjusting, but it seems like I keep losing everybody.
She's
so
on her phone
I apologize.
again. I don't even know why.
I wanted to thank, and I wish I could remember, but I don't have our usual stuff. We never did thank the usual opening music is a royalty-free music. They sell their music to a company who then offers it for free. And I will, by next week, have a different, I have a thank you for the actual person who wrote our music.
Oh, that's awesome. That's fantastic. Yeah, that's
We
really
do
nice.
need to thank people like that.
Now, when I eventually turn Santa on, we have to pay royalties off of our bet on.
We probably can't even
What
play
song is
Santa.
I don't know. He plays the sax. Just.
I still feel like I'm in a Starbucks waiting for my white chocolate mocha.
And they misspell your name.
No, Santa Claus Coming to Town. Actually, the copyright probably ran out on that and is now public domain.
Nice.
Have you guys, speaking of that, have you seen, can you turn Santa off?
What?
please?
Kind of got to wait till it runs out.
No, he doesn't. He just keeps going. He'll waste that all. He'll go for 12 hours.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God.
And I can't.
What
do
a
that.
man.
Yeah. Like, ladies out there, don't even think. I mean, that's not going to happen.
Anyway.
I'm happy at 12 minutes.
So have you seen that Winnie the Pooh, that copyright expired? So someone in like Britain or London or something, the UK, made a horror movie about Winnie the Pooh and Piglet?
No.
Oh, I did hear something about that, but I didn't read anything.
So I watched this
thought
trailer
he was
like 17
nuts.
times because I kind of want to see it, even though it kind of looks
You
really
thought he was
stupid.
cut.
So, I don't even know what word I was attempting to say there. The storyline is supposedly that Christopher Robin gets too old and he leaves all the Winnie the Pooh people,
The 100 Acre Woods.
the 100 Acre Woods, in the middle of the 100 Acre Woods or somewhere else, and just leaves them there. And they like end up killing Eeyore and they eat him or some shit.
Jesus Christ.
That really went dark fast.
Yeah.
That wasn't even wow.
I think that was in it somewhere. Eeyore's dead. I know that because it shows a gravesite of Eeyore.
If you're under 8 years alive, he's fine. There's no problem.
Yeah, no. Disney Winnie the Pooh, he's totally fine. But this London, UK, whatever one.
Well, nobody likes London.
But
UK,
ultimately-
Winnie the Pooh. Good night.
Winnie the Pooh, yeah. Winnie the Pooh and...
I'm Winnie the Pooh.
Shut the fuck up! So Winnie the Pooh and Piglet end up going and murdering people. Now I'm starting to go red because I'm getting angry at Mark. But anyway, yeah, they start killing people because they're mad that they got abandoned. So they Piglet ends up turning into this hog-looking motherfucker who looks terrifying.
Jeez.
And then,
That's like some serious codependency issues.
yeah.
Why does it sound like the person that read it is trying to live out their life through this video? Trying to,
And then,
hey, I had some issues. I want to say it.
I think Christopher Robin comes back, and I think he tries to bring a girl there to, meet Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. And they're like, no, dog, you're getting done.
I just hear Winnie the Pooh go, nah, dog. Yeah, dog. Yeah.
So,
This
yeah,
Pooh's from Compton. Yo, dog. Yeah, dude, yeah.
you gotta
It ain't gonna
you
work.
gotta watch it.
Oh, I took care of that UK Pooh. He was pissing me off. This one kick ass from Compton. I'm Compton Pooh.
Compton Pooh. Nice.
Anyway,
Wow. I heard. I got to look for that now. That's how I got to be.
I don't want to even hear anything about that. That's awful.
I should make you watch it, and then we
dear
should
Lord, you
react
guys
to
are-
it.
No, seriously though. Think about.
Winnie the Pooh killing.
No,
Regan.
but think about these things from our childhood and them getting different jobs. I mean, I'll use Kermit, my favorite. Imagine Kermit starring in Scarface instead of Al Pacino. you know, you know.
It
Can't
would
even
be
do
pretty
it.
funny as Miss Piggy playing Michelle Pfeiffer. That'd be
There you go. Exactly. Wouldn't that
Michelle,
be
or not Michelle Pfeiffer, Miss Piggy in Grease 2?
Oh.
Doing the cool rider dance?
cool? That would have made a movie better.
No,
It would have made it. They
Grease
should have
2
done a
was a
Muppets
good-
did Grease too.
Grease 2 was a good movie.
Don't make me watch it.
I'm
please.
going to make you watch
I
it.
don't want to know how Compton Pooh kicks the shit out of UK.
I'll
Pooh.
skip it for you.
Grease
so you
2
can-
could have been a good movie if they just changed the music, the actors, the storyline, the director.
You name it.
No, we just watched it the other night, and it was a great
Who's
movie. Me, Mom, and then we forced Dad to watch it.
Yes, I was actually duct taped to my chair.
See, look at this chick. They killed this big booby chick.
Oh yeah.
Because that's how they
Was
go.
that Pickle just jumping on that big boob chick?
Probably.
Oh my god, you guys gotta see this video. What's the name of the video?
It's called like Winnie, or like
There's pretty big name actors in this too. Guys.
no,
You should-
there's not. There is not. Like Winnie the Pooh ends up like hitting someone with a sledgehammer. It is very gory and like
Holy
18
crap.
plus.
They can't do that to Winnie the Pooh.
No, well they did because the copyright ran out.
Wow.
So Disney's gonna chomp that back up and get this deleted. So see it while you can, because
Yeah,
you know.
I guess so. Jeez.
I'll pass.
All right, we're gonna sit here and watch movies.
Well,
all
yeah, I mean, if you want to see Winnie the Pooh in a whole different way, I mean, can you pull him up on the porno next? That would be great. I'd love to see Winnie Pooh. You know,
Pretty sure there's
I
a
would
rule-
love to see that. So
I'm
can we
pretty
just
sure
ruin
there's-
everything about my childhood there?
Pretty sure there's Rule 34.
Janice from Electric Mayhem couldn't get any other work, so she went back into porn.
Oh no.
If you guys don't know who the Electric Mayhem is, look it up.
Yeah, the Muppets. The band The Muppets. She was the bass player in The Muppets.
Oh, not Janice.
She went in
Oh,
porn.
don't you
get any work.
Don't patronize us on that. Don't patronize
No, that's
us.
who we were talking about. I thought we were talking about like someone else.
Janice from Friends?
Yeah.
It's the only other Janice I
Or
know.
I always get her and the nanny confused.
Oh, Fran Drescher.
Yeah, they look exactly the same to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which Drescher and who?
Fran Drescher and Janice from Friends.
Oh yeah, I do them both. Even if they were carping like that.
that
Is
was-
there anyone you wouldn't do?
I know that
No,
wasn't
really,
the
there was-
conversation.
It's hard to turn that down.
UK poo?
At 14-minute mark. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I guess I should be writing down edit points. Jeez, we've gone
If that was
22.
funny, come on. I'm sorry. The UK, you know. We were stereotyping, so I just kind of went with it. I'm sorry, everybody. Okay. It's just a joke.
All right, we're going to take a break here. We'll be back in just a few minutes. And we're back. So I'm scrolling along Facebook today because my job is really boring. Why are they making a Walton's Thanksgiving?
Why not? It's a good, wholesome family. The Waltons.
The Waltons ended in 79 or something like that. Why would they bring back the Waltons?
Who's the Waltons?
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
gosh!
Okay,
Are
so
you
the Waltons.
kidding me?
Let's set the thing here for Kayla because she wasn't even born yet. I was practically just a squirt too.
You're a squirt.
The Waltons.
You're not squirt. You were a squirt. We were all squirts, everybody.
Right. The Waltons was about this family living through the Depression, 1929 to 1939, and they had
9 of them lived in a.
Yeah, 9 of them lived in this house. Grandma was like 100 years old. Ma, Pa. You've heard the thing. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Mary
Oh,
Ellen.
that's what that's about.
That's from the Waltons.
That's
Okay.
the Waltons.
So, I'm a big fan of Little House on the Prairie. I like Michael Landon. I think I'm a big fan of Michael Landon because
I know you're gay.
yeah, that's how you know you're gay. No, my mom made me watch it. I'm a big fan of Michael Landon, but that show ended in '83, and they left it alone. Let it go. But they're bringing back the Waltons.
That's crazy.
No, it's crazy.
And that's funny. So how we're talking about 80s stuff here. So I mean, we're going back, and so we wanted to go back and start talking about some 80s, some 90s again, and kind of go. And Jim put it on perfect with the Waltons, and you're going to know a lot of these shows because you've watched them on reruns. So from 85 to 90, these were the top 10 rated shows on the air. Okay, since we
I
just
feel
started
like
talking
this is
about
a Tink Martindale.
No,
game.
it's not. This is
Oh.
just an 80 because we're gonna be taught. So who's the boss? Do we all remember who's the boss?
Tony
Never saw
Danza.
Tony Danza and Angela. What? Who played?
Melissa Milano was his daughter. Tony Danza was the dad. He was the housekeeper of Judith Light.
You never heard of Who's the Boss?
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
Oh, we got to get her on Nickelodeon. We should have. I bet you it's playing right now.
Probably.
To be honest with you. It probably is.
They're probably
but that
playing
had
Friends.
21.1 million votes when it would, or votes. 21.1% of the households, whatever, would watch that. Okay, the next one everyone knows, Miami Vice.
Never saw it.
Even the movie, the remake movie.
Nope.
Yeah, see, I never got into Miami Vice.
All right,
Who was in Miami Vice?
It was on Friday nights when we were
That
at
was
grade
with Don Johnson and Tubbs and Crockett. That's what their nicknames were for each other.
His name was Philip something. I can't remember.
Philip
Tubbs' name.
I don't know. All right. Anyways, that got in 20% of the household. Whatever. The Golden Girls.
I have seen maybe one episode. I'll try to watch it because since it's a millennial thing to like right now, I never watched it.
With the Golden Girls, that their humor is making it for girls their age and to understand.
I agree with that.
Its humor is standing up.
I wasn't a huge fan of the Golden Girls, but
You had a thing for B. Arthur, didn't you?
no, Betty White. I wish Betty White was my grandma.
Everybody wanted to do Betty White. Oh, I was going in a different. I was going completely different.
Wow,
there. Okay.
Martin.
Betty White could show me things. It'd be awesome, man.
That's probably could.
Okay.
She
Anyways,
was
all
great,
right,
though.
moving on.
Love Betty White.
So this was like the first drama. Jim, can you guess?
First drama. Dallas.
Close. Dynasty. And you're close because Dallas is next. So that's
okay.
Dallas and Who shot JR?
I know
Everybody out there who's hearing us right now knows about who shot JR.
1982. That was the question all summer. Who shot JR?
You never watched.
Nope.
Your mom never sat down with you and said, "We're going to watch about 5 episodes of Dallas."
Not that you remember, because your mom used to watch Dallas all the time.
Okay, so you'll know the next one then. Cheers.
Never saw
Where
it.
everybody
You've
knows
never
your name.
seen Cheers?
They
You are
don't-
missing
They
out.
don't show it as much as they used to.
but you're
Frasier
missing-
spun off Cheers.
Yeah, I know. I
You just never watched it.
never watched it.
Norm and Cliff.
Dear Lord.
Awesome.
All right, so the new show that's going to be on there, 60 Minutes.
60 Minutes?
Yes.
I've probably seen a episode of something.
In school when they made you watch it.
Yeah.
60 Minutes will be a long.
That'll
It'll
never
never
go
go
away.
away.
Yeah.
Not at all. All right, so then Murder, She Wrote.
Nope.
Angela Lansbury.
Yeah, I get my grandmother watched that a lot. So
I
that's
never.
how remember
I
that.
can honestly say I never saw an episode.
Number
of Angela
2
Lansbury.
from 85 to 90 overall was Family Ties.
Nope.
Michael J. Fox from Back to the
He
Future.
played the
starred.
young Republican in a hippie family.
Nope.
Wow. The kid got hooked on drugs, the little one.
Oh, Brian Bonzol.
No, the girl.
Oh, Teeny Others?
Yeah.
She didn't get hooked on.
I'm sure it was drugs, prostitution,
all did
whatever.
drugs.
They all fucking did that. It is what it is. And the number 1 in the 85 to 90s, it was
Friends.
The Cosby Show, of course.
Cosby.
Cosby.
And with
Cosby was number 1 for like 7 years.
Friends wasn't in there?
No. This is 85 to 90. Friends was after that in
Friends
that
was
period.
93.
92, 93.
Yeah, this is 85 to 90.
Oh, I thought you said 95.
Did I?
No, I thought you said 95.
Let's see.
Oh, okay.
5.
The Cosby
You
Show.
said 95 at some point.
I used to watch Cosby Show. I used to enjoy Bill Cosby. Then I didn't.
Well,
Well, you know,
he got some rub and tugs and did some stuff that he probably should
Well,
have
I'll
done.
sit there and turn on shows that I used to love as a kid, and then wonder why. Like even MASH. I love MASH, but then I watched it the other night, and it's like, what did I find funny about this? Or have I just laughed it out? There's just not
You've
funny
laughed so
anymore.
you cannot laugh no more.
It's just like, okay, I've laughed enough at that one. It's not funny anymore.
Well, because I can do that with Seinfeld. I'm hoping I don't get to that point. There are now that I'll see episodes of Seinfeld. I'm like, okay, I don't know. This one is stupid, or whatever, and I don't watch. What's the show that you can watch over from the 90s? I guess is what when you were a kid.
From the 90s? It would have to be Friends, probably. I can't think of any other show from the 90s.
What about your teenage year? Let's go back to your teenage.
2000. Let's say.
Yeah, it would either be Gilmore Girls or One Tree Hill.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Watched
that's
One Tree
basically our dynasty and crap
Yeah,
like that.
well, One Tree Hill's a little bit more in our house. It's more.
Well, there's a lot, but
It's like our
it's the
Bible.
same thing of a lot of people that got money coming from nowhere. You don't even know where these people get their money in these
So of these shows, and even Kayla in your 90s and 2000 shows, or Mark in 70s or 80s, what shows would you like or not mind seeing a remake, or what shows should they just don't even try?
Debbie Does Dallas, they need a remake because the 70s version just wasn't. All you guys out there know what I'm talking. If they remade Debbie Does Dallas, which I'm sure they have, you just got to pull it up with you. But that one. But no, I mean, I don't know. A remake.
Well, because like they're rebooting Quantum Leap.
That's going to suck. And I'm not trying. Now, everyone's going to climb all over me for this because they got to make the freaking show politically correct. So now you can't have, two guys. It's got to be a guy and a bi-normal person. And it's got to be freaking,
right.
It can't just be two people. It's got to be an Asian and it's got to be a black person together. So, I mean, Chink Shriek Blues.
my understanding is that Sam is still...
Chinatown Blues.
Sam was the first guy who did Quantum Leap. I never watched the show, but my understanding is Sam is still out there missing, so now there's some new guy who's leaping. Don't know.
What is the show even about?
Some sort of scientific thing that makes these guys, like the original. I did watch an episode or two of the original. He would leap into someone's body in a specific time period, a specific historical event. And
at the time, it was great because it was so. If you're in trouble, he's going to leap into you, and you're going to say he's going to save your life, and then leap out of your body.
No, he never intentionally leaped.
Right, he didn't have a say where
into
he was
anyone's
going.
body.
He was like an angel, but an alien form.
He leaps into someone's body who, let's say, pick a who's the lady who sat on the bus?
Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks. Okay, so he leaps into the guy that sat behind Rosa Parks. Okay, and for some reason, this guy's sitting in the front seat. He knows to keep history right, he has to get up and move to the back seat, to the next seat. So she sits in that seat. Because if she sits in any other seat, then history is totally rewritten.
Yeah.
So he has to, every show seemed to be, and I shouldn't say every show because I didn't watch it that often, but every show seemed to be him trying to write history because something was going to go wrong. So,
Right.
So what's a show that you have seen that's been rebooted that you don't care for? Or that was done, that made it worse?
Equalizer, I wasn't too.
Never saw it.
The original one was okay. The new one with Queen Latifah is all right.
The Bad News Bears was off. The new Bad News Bears movie with Billy Bob Thornton, that was awful.
Wasn't that like 2002?
But it was still stupid and bad. Okay?
Well, we're just talking about rebooted stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what I'm excited for or scared for. Don't know. Because my favorite Christmas movie is A Christmas Story. We watch it 22 of the 24 hours.
You watch it?
And now it's I know where you're going with it. They're starting to say it's racist and one of your favorite. So you didn't hear about this? Yeah, so yes.
What was racist about A Christmas Story?
Rah, 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 and rah.
Okay. I'm going to touch on that after I'm done with my Christmas story, okay. Because that fa rah rah just happened the other day and it was hilarious. But no, A Christmas Story Christmas featuring Peter Billingsley, 51 years old, is there. This will be released November 17th. Is he's bringing his kids back to his parents' house to have that Christmas that he had. So Juliet Haggerty from Airplane Movies, she'll be playing the mom. Dad's dead, so that's part of the story is him dealing with Dad's death. All the three guys that he was friends with, all the three original actors are coming back to this.
Oh, wow.
Am I excited because I love A Christmas Story? Yes. Am I scared because they're going to totally fuck it up? Because they tried rebooting this twice. They did a sequel for the summertime that did not have any of the original characters, and it flopped. And then they did it again a few years later, and they're not even going to mention that these two sequels exist. So I'm hoping A Christmas Story Christmas on November 17th is going to be.
Isn't that the night of the Christmas party?
19th.
Well, shit.
You can go 15th. No, it's November 19th.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But no, because they redid Vacation with Jason Sudeikis.
Yep.
And I was
Christina
like,
Applegate.
God, and it was awful. And I was like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
It's like you can't. There's like no funny slapstick anymore. It's really weird. I mean, back in the 70s and 80s,
played Rusty, who was Chevy Chase's son, so he's going to take them on the vacation,
right, into Wally World, and
it was horrible.
It was horrible, and I was like, this is disappointing because you have the original, and they show them all the time on TBS. They'll have all the way to Papa Giorgio is what freaking Mr. Papa Giorgio, here's your drink. It's great, but you know Papa Giorgio, come on.
Okay, so talking about reboots, and this is going to tie into that fa ra 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 thing, okay?
Oh my God.
Have you watched
We're
Cobra?
being up with Compton Pooh didn't already take
No.
us there today.
Have you watched Cobra Kai at all?
I have watched a few episodes,
Okay,
yes.
a few episodes. Okay, so
I haven't watched the whole thing.
all right, we binge watched the whole thing. We just got done with season 5. Okay, and
Are these spoilers
oh,
for
Oh,
anything
yeah,
in season
I
5?
yes, I will not spoil. I'll
So
spoil that
if you
line.
want to watch the new Cobra Kai,
Yes,
stop
turn
listening right
off
here.
now.
And
That's great. We
skip
have 8
30
viewers, and you're telling them to leave and
I-
go watch Cobra Kai.
Listen, we're not spoilers. So skip 30 seconds to a minute.
Just my life. Just
Well, no, because Cho Zen, who is the bad guy in the Karate Kid 2, the original movie, that he ends up fighting at the end, he is now Daniel's friend and has come to help him defeat Cobra Kai. Blah 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 blah. He gets his ass kicked by Terry Silver, and the original guy that played him in Karate Kid 3 is back. And Cho Zen gets his ass kicked by this guy, sliced up by a sword and shit.
these are Is it Halloween? Because between the Winnie the Pooh story and now,
yeah,
No,
September 1st is Halloween.
wow.
Yeah. So anyway,
Christmas.
you think he's dead because he's been sliced up. And he gets out of the minivan. Daniel's like, Chosen, you okay? You got sliced. It's like, it was just a fresh wound.
Just a fresh wound.
Oh my,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
you had to see
have
it to
seen
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
but I'm thinking after you say that, it's just a flesh wound, Monty Python.
Well,
Yes,
that's where I
exactly.
went. It was
Come
a
back here,
Monty
I'll bite
Python
you.
thing.
I'll
And
bite you.
everybody's like, oh, it's just a fresh wound. And
It's a fresh wound.
yeah.
I
And
feel like this is incredibly not okay.
Run, fresh wound.
no, I mean,
Run.
Oh my
whoa,
God.
whoa, whoa. You're way
Stop.
red, way red, way red.
Stop
way red.
it.
Oh, have you tried unplugging it?
Stop. You're going there.
This is
Hello.
Rajiv.
Stop. Okay, but no, that was my farmer thing. I just
yeah, you're
watch
racist too. Way to go, man.
watch Cobra Kai. It's this one was a little bit. This season was
None
a
of
little bit
us are
cornier.
racist.
None of us are racist. But see, that's the thing. It used to be okay. That was funny in A Christmas Story. That was funny because even the restaurant owner, he's like, it's not fa ra ra, it's la la la.
La, la.
And they try it again, fa ra 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 ra. And he's just serve the food.
It is pretty great. You love the movie.
But
I
that's the
watch
thing.
it
That's
all
where the
time.
world has
Do
changed
not
so
love
much.
that movie. I will literally. I'm not joking when he says it's on for 24 hours. He will watch it from midnight Christmas Eve until my birthday at midnight. I will pop in and watch a different hour of the movie every single.
Yeah, I
all
like how you
throughout
can
the
turn.
day.
You know
No,
exactly
and
where you're joining.
that's
in
pretty
on
much how I watch it now. I'll watch the first hour at midnight, and then another 15 minutes
He's
here or
lying.
there. No,
He's
I
lying.
don't sit in front of the TV.
Yes, no,
I
it's
used to.
20 straight hours of the.
Straight up.
I'll-
Because then he'll fall
It
asleep.
it just stays on the TV.
He falls asleep and then he's
Wow,
like,
I
"Oh,
can't-
I missed the good part, so
I'll
we gotta
probably
watch it again."
a total of maybe 3 times in the 24 hours.
Yeah, it just stays on the TV. When we get up and do Christmas, yes, we turn on a Yule log, so it's not on for that 10 minutes it takes us to open.
It's such a pathetic year. We have to turn on our Yule log, everybody.
Listen,
Merry Christmas.
we
Put
live
your
in
shorts on and
Arizona.
turn on the Yule log.
It's already 120 outside on Christmas Day, so we don't need any actual Yule logs.
I know.
Well, I don't know how we got so involved in Christmas
Yule
when it's
log.
freaking November or September. I don't
That's
even
when
know what
Christmas
day it
starts.
is.
Christmas starts in my book September 1st.
Mark officially got Holly. Stop listening if you don't know about this, but Mark officially got his sleigh, and it's in the garage, and I'm excited to see it.
Yes. So we do a huge Christmas display for the neighborhood, and thank you for acknowledging that. But this year we're going all out, and we got a sleigh. It's a real sleigh. It's 5.5 feet long by 3 feet wide. It's
I'm so
fiberglass.
excited.
It has leather, and everything else. We got a real sleigh. So our fake Santa will, we got a COVID Santa 2 years ago so the kids can come because they couldn't go see Santa. So we had a COVID Santa where you can walk. So that's why we bought the original Santa. And so I was always like, man, if we had a sleigh for this would be. And Holly's like, you're not buying a sleigh. You're not buying a sleigh. And now I just can't. I mean, yeah, I had to buy it. So
He says it's in a crate in the garage.
it
and
is.
I'm about
Again,
to
I was
go
just
take
joking
a
with these
crowbar
guys
to
because
it.
I was like, it's from A Christmas Story. Fragile. I think that says fragile. But that's exactly what it looks like out there.
I'm hoping if Mark allows us and time it allows that we are going to do an unboxing video.
I hope it's a bowling alley.
Bowling bowling
I don't know how
alley.
Jim gets that. Maybe it's a bowling alley. I don't know. No, but yeah. So we're gonna see. But for Christmas for me, so Jim has been coming over here with you guys have been coming here since July, right? And what have been in my room? The arches that
The
we're
arches
building.
you mentioned every episode. Everyone knows this,
exactly.
right?
You guys are
There's
gonna
4 now, though. He has progressed.
And now I just got all they were on back order. Apparently, I've ordered all the arches from this company, and they had to order more. So they're like, "We got to run on arches, Billy. I don't know what's going on." Yeah. So anyway,
Damn Tarbori guy
yeah,
keeps
but it's going to
ordering.
the same place. It's got to be a joke. But no. So
This
anyways,
is a scam.
exactly. Even the UPS, what do you do with all these arches? But so they're in my living room, and I've got 4 more to build, and then the sleigh is going to be there, and we're going to, have kids and all that good stuff. But my whole thing on this, besides Jim breathing heavy into the
Sorry, everybody.
Jim is a little out of shape, so when he
Oh no, he has a deviated septum, y'all. So it's most
Round
likely,
is a shape. Shut up.
So it's most likely just the deviated septum. But I get on him for the nose thing every time.
You know what's bad? What I'm hearing is bothering me.
Now,
Yeah,
are we going to have a Halloween special?
We should.
I'm hoping that
That's the 28th, isn't
as
it?
we progress towards
Not Halloween. I know it's the 28th.
as we
But
progress
it would
towards
be the Friday that we always
as we
record on.
progress towards Halloween, we'll start interjecting fall stuff and spooky stuff, and I'd like to get we had an author that released some scary stories.
Yeah.
If we can find any guests that are really like experts on it, you're either an author or you're into the paranormal.
And we're still looking
Things
for
like
a
that.
sex worker too. Remember, we wanted to get her
still.
on it.
From episode 1.
Diamond, where are you at?
Diamond elegance.
Yes,
Come on.
Kayla wants to
Summer.
talk to a hooker. If you're interested, please go look to.
We're not calling them hookers. We're going to.
sex workers. Sorry.
Yes, exactly.
My point is, I'm trying to get people to go back and listen to episode 1, so those numbers go up.
Oh yeah. Why do I not see that happening? But I mean, turn it on in the background like my
You really have to listen to the whole series.
It is. It's fun.
At some point, we'll make a collection of all our funny moments of the podcast, and we'll put it out for the Christmas special after
The
Mark's
Christmas
party.
special should be kind of fun. We'll have a good time.
Well,
with that.
when we go to break here, we'll talk about that because that's going to be a lot of work to put the. We want to go on video. We eventually want to be on video and do our podcast on YouTube as well. Right now, you can go to our YouTube channel and you can listen to our podcast on the YouTube channel. The first 10 minutes. I shouldn't have said that because
Why?
Well, because you can only listen to 10 minutes of it, then you have to come back to
so
Spotify.
involved. They're going to go, oh my God, where do I
Well,
find
yeah,
it?
that's the whole point is people on YouTube who look for stuff on YouTube, then I'll check this out over on Spotify. Find us on Spotify at Our Warp World.
Anywhere that you listen to your podcasts.
Thank you.
Good job.
Spotify doesn't sponsor us yet, so they're not getting my only.
Perfect. Yeah, Spotify isn't doing it yet, are they?
They're
So
running some commercials. So we went over all the shows we'd like to see rebooted or not rebooted.
yes, I'm going to spout some 80s trivia for you guys. That you
All
guys are
right,
gonna get
here we
to
go
know.
with
So
some 80s trivia.
there is, and the big one is like what me and Jim really like. So we kind of grew up with them. And,
Like, I'm gonna know. I didn't grow up with you two.
You'd be surprised what you know.
Well,
what you
we'll
know.
get to it.
You don't-
Everybody
you
kinda
don't know what
knows
you don't
that.
know.
Okay. So in the 80s, Pablo Escobar's Medellin cartel, he was the big drug cartel or whatever that was going on, was spending $2,500 a month on rubber bands to hold all their cash together, man. These are fun fact of the 80s.
Wow.
These are
They
fun
didn't have a Dollar Tree that he couldn't.
No,
have
they
got,
didn't have. No,
They didn't have Dollar
didn't.
Trees back then.
Really?
No.
Absolutely. I
You said
know.
in the 80s? I'm gonna fact check this right this minute.
Okay, you go do that.
When did Dollar Tree?
All right. Cable did not have commercials until around 1980.
Okay, they should have kept it that way because
Yes, I
commercials
remember
are
that.
garbage.
No, we had cable back in New York, and we had the box that was actually connected with a cable to the TV. But I remember there were stations out of New York City that had commercials and stuff.
Not on cable.
Are you talking about the premium channels?
I think, yeah, we couldn't afford that. We had, for 9 channels, it was like $200.
Remember
a month,
on
wasn't it?
TV?
Okay, so that Weird Al Yankovic turned down $5 million in the late 80s to endorse a beer company. He thought it was ethically wrong because a lot of his fans were young and impressionable.
Well, good for
$5 million.
Good
I'd
for
be
Weird
like,
Al.
come on.
I kind of want to see that biopic they're doing with
Yeah, I
Harry
think
Potter.
everybody our age does. Do you like? He should do more. I don't know why there isn't somebody your age doing parodies.
They're having Harry Potter be Weird Al.
Yeah, Harry Potter's playing. Daniel Radcliffe's playing Weird Al.
I know.
The teasers I see kind of looks good, I guess, but
I know Daniel Radcliffe gets like stereotyped obviously as Harry Potter, but it's just so hard for me to see him other than
it
something
is.
as Harry
Well,
Potter.
you gotta watch that show that's on TBS.
I did. I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, that got me out of the Harry Potter thing, seeing him play those other characters.
Yeah, another fun fact. So this is how far I don't even know how far we've come. So, but when Eddie Murphy was on Saturday Night Live in the early '80s, other cast members would have to go downstairs after each shows to catch up a cab because no cabbies would stop for a young black man.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a true story from SNL.
Yeah, that's
horrible,
sad.
man.
That's
yeah,
sad.
I know, and that was,
It
I guess that in the '80s. I mean, it's still alive and well in there. So it was just awful. So. And then one more. So, in the U.S., "We'll be back after these messages" was often seen during kid shows of the 80s, and they were mandated by the FCC to help children differentiate between the TV show and commercials. So they basically were training your kids to know. They put that in there. "We'll be back after these messages. This is a commercial. You can buy this." If not, they would have thought that it was one long. The kids wouldn't get it.
Well, no, that's interesting.
I know that they've been mind fucking us for years, man. It's been going on for years.
Yeah, but now they're just putting commercials into the shows and into.
I know you can just sit there. Sometimes you don't even know if you're watching a commercial or a show. You're like,
no, I did. This just popped up. I don't know.
You talked about it last week, didn't you? With the chime card?
Yeah, with the chime card. Was something I read today that Coke owned the company that put out the Karate Kid movie. Since we were just talking about that, and Daniel. Who plays Daniel? And Ralph Macchio. Ralph Macchio didn't
Are we back on the Karate Kid?
No, I'm just saying they made him drink a Sprite can in a scene because they wanted their product on the scene, and he didn't want to do it, so he picked up the can covering the Sprite logo, and they made him reshoot the scene, and he just takes his quick drink, so the Sprite's only on there for like a second. But that's the crap that companies are doing to put themselves in movies, and they obviously been doing it since 84,
But they've
85.
been doing that forever. Product placement has always been a thing.
Right.
Yeah, it's always been a thing.
So I
we
watched this
talked
fun
about
movie,
this.
and did you ever see the early '90s Josie and the Pussycats?
I was just gonna say that.
Exactly.
Oh, that was awesome.
And they made fun of the whole thing. Every scene had, and they would be
because
like,
I was a kid when that came out, and I didn't know what product placement was. And then once I learned about it, I legitimately sat down one day and counted every company that was in that movie. It was like 72, if not like up to 90.
what was it? Tara Reid, Jason, or what was
Rachel Lee Cook.
Rachel Lee, and who's the other one? There's
Zoe, whatever.
No.
Yeah.
But I even loved the music. I went out and bought the CD after watching that movie.
I did.
so.
I loved that movie.
Yeah, and I loved how they just made fun of it. It was a fun movie, man.
Who played Val? She's kind of big. Rosario Dawson.
That's right.
Rosario
that's
Dawson,
who it was.
Rachel Lee Cook, and Tara Reid.
Today's cartoons, can they make a movie out of anymore? Like you could Scooby-Doo, you could. The Flintstones was kind of bad when they tried to make that into a regular movie.
liked that
No,
movie.
the first one with John Goodman and Rick Moranis, that was awesome. That was cinematic genius.
Like when you grew up, what can they make into a movie now that you'd be interested in seeing? A cartoon.
I don't even a cartoon.
Yeah, because
They've
we already
done
nailed
it.
it, and they did a lot of them with in our age.
They
stuff.
did a SpongeBob movie.
So like a real life.
Yeah, they turned the cartoon into a real life movie.
A lot of the Disney ones, I'm not down for.
No,
I don't
I was not impressed with Aladdin with Will Smith as a genie. Not impressed.
I didn't really.
Lion King didn't like it all.
Yeah, no, that I.
I never saw the new one because I loved I didn't want to be disappointed because Lion King is like one of my top 5 movies ever in my mind, so I don't want to see the new one and get disappointed on it.
Yeah. don't.
No, it's
but at our age, they turned a lot of cartoons into movies. Garfield was turned into real people with the So
Bill Murray voiced him.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's kind of weird. I don't think they've done that anymore with kids.
I didn't.
Your age.
I watched cartoons, but I also didn't. Like, I don't know. I remember I watched TV a lot. I remember doing that.
Cartoons had kind of. When Kayla was a kid, there wasn't, the Disney movies, of course, but afternoon cartoons where we'd watch, Voltron and Saturday mornings with Bugs Bunny and all that stuff, the the wacky races. That's what I'd love to see them do. If you want a movie, live animation, yes. I want Muttley and Dick Dastardly. I want live animation of that. That's
I
what
think
I want.
a good movie now would be a Smokey and the Bandit. I really do think it would. Or the Cannonball. Smokey and the Bandit are going across country now, and some are in electric cars, some are in freaking. It would be great, man. I think a new Smokey and the Bandit or something like that.
I mean, even when they did the third one without Burt Reynolds and Jerry Reed played the Bandit, I'm not sure that went over too well.
Yeah, but I think in today's day and age, you can.
Because we're so far removed from that time period, people don't really know Burt Reynolds was the Bandit. Is Burt Reynolds still alive?
No, Burt Reynolds passed away a couple of years ago.
You know who still looks good, who is still that age, is Sally Field.
Sally Field looks good.
Looks great.
She's still alive?
Yeah,
I think
and
so.
She looks good.
And she looks good, yes.
I keep Googling things and y'all don't let me talk about it. Dollar Tree also opened their first store in 1989.
Well,
there you go.
It
made the 80s.
It made the 80s, but didn't hit the cartel
One store for $1 in the back of your didn't count as the store opening and all that stuff.
Wow, Cannonball Run. Did you just say that?
Yes.
Okay, Smoking and Bandit, Cannonball Run.
Cannonball Run is probably more what I think instead of Smoke, but I think you'd be able to make a Cannonball Run.
I'd like to see it. I just don't think it'd be as. I think they would try to make it too edgier. Cannonball Run, as raunchy as it was.
It was funny.
Sally Fields is not who I thought she was.
Who did you think?
Who had the daytime talk show?
Sally Jesse Raphael?
That's who I thought that was.
Wrong Sally.
Shit.
To have, Captain Chaos and everything, I think they would make that edgy or whatever, and you lose the fun of Dom DeLuise playing Captain Chaos or...
That's a good question. Put this on Facebook. That's a good question to ask. If you were going to remake the Cannonball Run, do you think it would make it? And people our age will know.
Who would? Yeah, people our age. If you remember the Cannonball Run, and
or Smokey and the Bandit, either one.
Or Smokey and the Bandit. Okay,
Either
great.
one.
And who would play Jackie Gleason's part? No one can play Jackie Gleason.
No, but who's a?
Oh, but I mean, think about this. They want Liam Neeson to play Drummond in the police.
Oh, that's
police
perfect.
squad.
I know. Yeah,
I don't think that's good.
Yeah, I think it's great.
No.
Why not end your career on that? You would see the
I have
Naked
no
Gun
idea
movies.
what you're talking about.
You don't know the Naked Gun?
No, I've never
Surely
seen
you
Top
can't be
Gun.
serious.
I've never seen Naked Gun. I've never seen.
She's never seen any gun movies.
I've only seen one Liam Neeson movie.
Taken?
No.
Oh, Star Wars.
Star Wars. Qui-Gon.
You haven't seen any of the Takens?
Oh, the
Nope.
first Taken was good. You should watch that.
It is pretty good.
I've learned this, especially with my friends at work, because they'll talk about movies that I just haven't watched movies.
I'm the same way.
Okay, well, since we're going to do the 80s thing with movies, though, because you're going to understand. Now, I wasn't going to bring it up, but now, because you're going to... I know there's no doubt in my mind you've seen these movies.
Probably not. I guarantee you. If Zac Efron or Channing Tatum hasn't been in it, I don't want it.
The Batman with Michael Keaton.
Never saw it.
Best one.
I think so. Yeah.
Even I'm a big fan of the Christian Bale trilogy of movies, and they were great.
I've seen
But
them.
the first one with Michael Keaton will always be the best.
Batman TV
Everyone
show
after that, well, he was in 2, and that was okay.
from the 60s.
Well, that's just...
No.
I made them watch I made them watch that original movie where they dehydrated all the leaders from the UN.
Pretty good, huh?
It was terrible.
Oh, it was horrible.
Come on. It wasn't. It was great.
No, the original one with Adam
All
West.
right.
that was
Anyways, we're moving on here. Gremlins.
Nope.
Oh,
Come
no,
on.
wait,
We wanted to
that's
name our
one.
dog Gizmo if we didn't name it Booker.
No,
But-
that's one. Let's remake Gremlins. That was good with Phoebe Cates was the girl. I don't know who played the guy, but
I feel like they could do that one,
They
especially
can
now
do
with
Yeah.
the
the
CGI
Gremlins
and
again.
stuff.
They can make it probably pretty cool.
yeah,
Gremlins.
with CGI and stuff now.
All right,
that'd be
put that
awesome.
down on our vote. Gremlins. Yeah. So one of the more popular ones, I guess, a top 10 movie in the 80s. 3 Men and a Baby.
Never saw it. Doesn't that have what's his face in
Remember,
it?
Ted
this had Tom
Danson.
Selleck.
Tom Selleck, Ted Danson, and
Ted Danson and who else?
Tom Selleck.
No, we mentioned him earlier. He was in that other show. Ted Danson and Tony Danza, same person.
No,
No,
Ted-
no, they're not the same
person.
person.
Same
Just
person
because
to
it
me.
starts with a T and a D, that doesn't mean they're the same person.
Same person
okay?
to me. Ted Danson and Tony, whatever, same person
No.
every time.
Crocodile Dundee.
I think I saw that once, maybe.
All right, matey.
Oh, who's that Australian
Hogan.
dude that's funny?
I don't know.
Look it up. We have. If they only made something.
Australian funny
If
guy.
they only made something on that you could just look up right away what the answer is.
Ask the Google.
Ask that Google machine.
How am I supposed to
Google
Google
her.
that?
Just say who played
Australian comedian or something.
Just
No,
put
Paul Hogan was the
But
original.
who was in 3 Men and a Baby?
No, that was Steve Guttenberg, Tom Selleck, and Ted Danson.
Oh yeah, okay.
Tony Danza.
No. Yeah, all right.
Same person.
Can we move on? All right.
No, who's the one
And
that's
now you already. So these
Hold
are the
up,
last
hold
two
up,
that
hold up, hold up.
Who is the one in Vegas that does the show?
What?
Who's the other person that does the show in Vegas with the girl?
Oh, that narrowed it down to about every freaking
Show in
lounge
Vegas
act.
with the girl.
They're a pair.
Sonny and Cher,
No.
Donnie and Marie,
Singers?
Donnie and Marie. So
Oh.
Donnie, what's his last name?
Osmond.
Him, Tony Danza, and Ted Danson, all the same person. Those three.
Whatever. I'm moving on. We're going to probably, I think, one of the best action movies of the 80s was Top Gun.
Never saw it.
I know you didn't, and you've made that perfectly. Have you seen the new one?
Nope.
You should. It's even better than the first one. I think it is.
Action-wise, yes.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, no. I mean, it was good, but again, Top Gun, I can't think of the word of it. Just the, I don't want to say wholesome, but, Goose and
Now
Maverick.
you're into this crap. There's the sappy stuff. Okay, next one. All right. Beverly Hills Cop.
Never saw it.
Making a fourth one. Right
Dear, they're making a fourth Beverly Hills Cop?
Yes.
What were you reacting to there? Me not seeing it or the fourth one happening? Because he just...
They just released shots from Eddie Murphy and Judge Reinhold and the other guy are there in the movie.
I didn't think he was doing any of those. He's in these family movies at all. Eddie
No,
Murphy
I
does
guess
now.
because he's filming Beverly Hills Cop 4. Beverly Hills 3 was horrible. The third one was horrible. That was just ridiculous. Why even make it?
That was kind of like Lethal Weapon 4. That was horrible.
5 was worse.
Oh, I forgot they made a 5.
They've made 5 of those?
Yeah, they did make 5 Lethal Weapons. They shouldn't have. Okay, and last but not least, Ghostbusters.
Now, have you seen?
You saw the remake with the ladies?
Yeah,
No.
sadly.
Have you seen the new remake, Ghostbusters Afterlife?
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it. I heard it was pretty good though.
That was good, and the ending is surprisingly superb.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you.
I've heard that it's a pretty good movie. So
The ending is surprisingly superb. The remake with the ladies, again, not just because of those ladies, it was just done terrible.
So getting back to games and whatever that are made into movies, what was the one with Adam Sandler and whatever they were chasing? Pixels. Remember Pixels, where he with
I don't even think I saw
the
that.
Donkey Kongs and whatever came to life, and they were real life people chasing.
I think that was one that I wanted to see and then just didn't see it. But Pixels and Ready Player One and all those,
I don't think Adam Sandler's made a good movie in 21 years. He was no. I take that back.
This movie.
50 Gems or whatever it was, the serious role where he had that was really really good.
No, I didn't.
That was look at it. That was a great movie. You guys should actually watch.
Oh, another reboot they're doing a series is National Treasure.
Which I loved them.
I love it. Yeah.
You didn't watch the Nicholas?
No, I didn't.
I love those.
I saw those ones.
They're doing a movie without Nicolas Cage.
It's not going to do
Oh
that.
no, I don't think it'd be any good. Either.
Well, they're not doing a movie; they're doing a series, so that leaves him open to still do the movies because they're still trying to do the script for the third one because he wants to do a third one. But they're doing a limited series, and Riley is in it, and the FBI dude.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. I would like.
Looking forward to that.
No, I like those.
have no
You know
idea.
that what they ruined was the original Mummy with Brendan Fraser, and then they tried to make it more actiony with Tom Cruise. The original Mummy was hilarious.
That was good.
That was funny.
good.
It was scary. It was. I mean, it was a little bit of everything. And then they Tom Cruise's. And I'm like, this wasn't supposed to be a serious thing. It was like a joke. Kind of fun.
Yeah,
stuff. It was like a scary, funny,
almost spoofing the adventure movies, but not really spoofing. They were
right?
just
But
having
making
fun with it.
Yeah, so that's why I really
Well,
liked the
okay,
Mummy. It was
and
unique.
that brings us up. Indiana Jones 5.
5.
I love Harrison Ford. I love the Indiana Jones franchise, except Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but we don't count that one.
But they pulled it off with Sean Connery. Don't you think they might be able to
Oh,
do
the
it since
third
the other
one.
now?
If I hope so, because Harrison Ford's 80-something years old, and at some point you have to hang it up. Loved seeing him come back in Star Wars, and the only reason he did Star Wars is if they promised to kill him, so fine.
That made me so mad.
Really?
I was
Yeah.
angry when that happened.
Spoiler for Force Awakens.
Yeah, that's been out for like 20 years.
Yeah.
So.
That's why I'm surprised you
Some people haven't seen it.
You're like your dad. I mean, your dad knows every Star Wars in and out. But
Because I have to go with him to
Oh
every
yeah,
one.
he used to camp out as a kid. He did. I mean, to see Star Wars on the side of. We're like, Jim, it opens in 2 weeks. I'll be the only one in line. I'm gonna be the only one.
No, Kayla and I would avoid the crowds at the movie theaters with this latest trilogy, and we went to like the midnight showings at the drive-in in December.
I wish they'd bring back drive-ins. I really think
The Glendale one's still
cool.
open.
Do you know how cool they would be
Yeah.
if you made them really, really nice?
I've said that for a while now because the one in Glendale is in such a bad area that you just have crackheads and there's so much.
It's scary.
Yeah, it's terrifying out there.
Remember there was the one right across from Big Surf that was packed every
Oh, yeah.
freaking. It
Yeah,
was
Mesa
all
9
the
or Tempe
time.
9.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know why they haven't made a comeback.
That's what I don't get. Like even coming out to like Scottsdale or like Gilbert, like these are nicer areas in Arizona for people who are not in Arizona. Just bringing them out here and making them like a bougie freaking thing and making them cost a lot of money. Like I would 100% do it like once a year to come out here and
let
just
me
chill.
Go a little further on that. So if you are and you're just watching Netflix or whatever, if you say let's all go let's take the family and go to we don't have to go to the movies, but you can get to the drive-in for $40 a car now, and you go I think it would bring people out to go watch movies. I don't understand why. I mean, I know you can't year-round out here, but...
Yeah, I was going to say, the only downside with Arizona is that even at night in the summertime, it's still 80, almost 90 degrees, so it's kind of miserable.
But you don't... If you really wanted to be bougie, misting system, whatever, you can do whatever you
Put it under like a covered thing.
Well, now what a lot of the resorts do, and they don't, if you could work this in, because the resorts are obviously not showing first-run movies, but these dive-in movies where people are on their rafts and their water chairs and stuff like that.
I really want to do that.
Yeah, I would do that. That'd be kind of cool. That would be fun.
We got like 2 new water parks being built out here, and
they'll take it.
Yeah, I'd like
Right
to
up
see
the
them.
road.
I'd like to see them do on the big wall that produces the wave.
We could even do it at Dave and Mandy's.
You really can.
Yeah, you really could.
Because all you got to do is buy a freaking projector screen, and that's it. Put it right there.
But to have a place actually do that with first run movies and do a dive-in movie, I think that would be.
I feel like though the movies definitely, especially like when COVID hit, everything was going straight to the system. Right. So it's like, why do you need me to go to the movie to pay all this money to sit in a theater with all these other people when I can just watch it at home?
And that's but you used to go to the movies to talk with people and to get out and to go do things. And now that's stopping. So you're pretty soon going to get to the point where there's going to be no social interaction with anybody. And and what's scary to hear right now is you're okay with that. And there's other people your age that are okay with that. And that's not a good answer.
My biggest thing with going to the movies is that, one, I am a terrible moviegoer. If I get bored in this movie, I start making fun of it. So that becomes a problem because then I become a talker. 2, I don't like people in the sense that they can't understand don't bring your child to an adult movie. Not like an adult movie, but I've been in plenty of movies that it's like you have children or teenagers that are talking or making noise or crying or kicking or doing whatever. That's why I like what AMC did. At least one in Arizona does it, as far as I know. They have it split. They have a 21 and over section, half of the theater, and then the other half is all ages.
And they serve booze up to 21 and over.
Well, yeah, they serve them at all of them now, but this is one of the first ones that served alcohol and food and stuff like that. But you had to be 21 to sit in that section, and it was glorious.
I mean, technology is awesome, but it has made us where you really don't have to leave your house for anything. And that is scary because there's going to be no social interaction. They've already talked about how that there's a serious crisis with young men in this freaking country because of the fact that they don't get out, they don't go anywhere, and all these internet sites, they broke it down to where 10% of the men get 90% of the women's, as they want it. So 90% of the women are looking at 10% of the men, and that 90% of the men are now looking at just 10% of the women, and they're old. They live at home with their parents.
What do you mean?
Save that math for the next episode.
No, I'm not joking. It's a big deal. So there's it means a lot because you guys aren't getting out.
Hold up. So save that math for the next episode, okay? Because I want to get into that again because we're running a little bit long here. I want to thank everyone for sitting through the whole thing. And
Damn.
please go to our Facebook page at Our Warped World and visit our website, ourwarpedworld.com. Thanks a lot, everyone. We'll see you next time.